Hello guys, Krishna here and welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about a huge question which everyone is asking right now. Will India actually extradite Sheikh Hasina back to Bangladesh? She's been sentenced to death. She's currently in India. Bangladesh is officially demanding she be handed over, but the situation is way more complicated than it looks from the outside. So let's break it down slowly, clearly and in a way where everyone can understand. All right. First, let's rewind a little. Sheikh Hasina ruled Bangladesh for around 15 years straight. But earlier this year, massive nationwide protests broke out. There were clashes, violence, arrests, and eventually her government got collapsed. The interim government that replaced her accused Sheikh Hasina of human rights violation, using force against protesters, and misusing the power. The fast track trial happened and she was sentenced to death. The moment the situation got dangerous, Hasina crossed over into India. India did not publicly invite her, but they also didn't stop her. And that's where we are today. Bangladesh is demanding that she has to be sent back. And now here is where it's get tricky. This is not like extraditing a random criminal. This is a former prime minister who ruled for more than a decade, who had a close political relationships with India and whose supporters still exist inside Bangladesh. Plus, India and Bangladesh are extremely important to each other, both politically and economically. So the decision isn't just legal, it is actually a mix of law, diplomacy, politics, and regional stability. India and Bangladesh do have an extradition treaty signed in 2013, but here is the part most people don't know. The treaty has a big loophole, something called the political offense exception. What does that mean? Simple. If a person is accused of a political crime, India is not required to extradite them. Now look at Hasina's case. She was overthrown. The charges came right after the uprising. The trial was done by the new regime. And now India can easily urge this looks political, so we are not handing her over. And legally, India would be completely within its rights. And now let's be honest here. Hasina was one of India's strongest allies in South Asia. Under her, India got huge security cooperation. Anti India militant activities in Bangladesh were reduced to zero. China's influence was kind of limited. The two countries had stable ties. India got transit routes and border support. So, from India's perspective, Hasina was a trusted friend of India. Now, imagine this: a friend loses power, runs to your country for help, and you send them back to face the death sentence. That looks really bad diplomatically. And why would any future leader trust you after that? So, India has to think long term before doing anything. And here is another major point. Internationally, a lot of countries refuse to extradite people if they are facing the death penalty. And in Hasina's case, the sentence is literally death. So India can simply say, we need assurance that she won't be executed. And Bangladesh will obviously not be able to give that guarantee right now. This alone is enough for India to delay the process for many months. Now, let's say India magically wakes up tomorrow and agrees to extradite her, even though it cannot happen overnight. Extradition needs, firstly, a formal request from Bangladesh, and it goes for review by the Indian Ministry of External Affairs. Later, the clearance from the Home Ministry. After that, approval in an Indian court. There's another twist here. If the court also says yes, Asina can legally challenge the decision, and this can take months and also years. So, even a yes from India doesn't mean a quick outcome. Bangladesh interim government is pushing hard and they claim the charges are not political. They are saying Hasina has committed crimes against the protesters and India should cooperate in this. Justice must be done and the people are asking for accountability. And they are using media reports, UN data, and BBC coverage to increase global pressure on India. They want India to feel cornered, and I hope they don't know about India. That India usually does not take major decisions because of any pressure. And India has been very quiet publicly. They have only said we will follow the legal procedures. In diplomatic language, that's basically the safe version of saying we are not committed to anything. India wants maximum flexibility and minimum drama. They want to avoid an open fight with Bangladesh, but they also don't want to sacrifice Sheikh Hasina. So silence is India's safest move right now. All right, here is the honest, clear, and simple answer. Looking at the political offense exemption, her long alliance with India, the death sentence, and the long process of court, the chances that India will extradite Sheikh Hasina anytime soon are very low. India is more likely to delay, stall, or quietly refuse the request without making a big public statement. Unlike there is a international pressure or a big diplomatic deal, extradition looks unlikely. And that's the real story behind this question. Let me know in the comment section, should India actually extradite Sheikh Hasina or not? Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you.